When we deal with this issue, this is interesting. Some extras in there. Social Security and disability payments. Say there are people who can't work anymore because they have disability, or you're someone, my father-in-law is 89, he'll be 89 this year, wow. My dad is 84, come on. You know, they're not going to be a productive member, working member of society. But if you have Social Security at these disgusting rates that they have right now, and most people, by the way, who try to get on a disability, they get denied their first time, and then they just leave and go away like, okay, I'll just live without it. No, I mean, this is just sad and sick in the system. So that we believe that will probably rise up. Don't ask me what it is. I don't know the numbers. No one knows that exactly right now. Here's the other thing that will happen too. Your savings will actually increase because the value of things, of the money, will increase. You'll see that savings rise as well, which means that instead of these disgusting 0.25 rates, you'll see things like 4% on your money. Like what? And so every dollar you have in there is really making the money because that's the value inside of the banking system. And I think that other things will change as we go along here. So I want you to think about this. We're just talking about marketing. Now, good companies, sorry, my nose is kind of messing up here. The sinuses. Good marketing changes when we have a fiat currency to a value-based currency. In a fiat currency, there's a lot of fluffy stuff. When you see ads for marketing kind of things, and it's low education, so they want to do fluffy things like buy one, get one free. And they're looking for draws, like all these stupid draws. And that stuff, I believe, you're gonna see it go down. You know, they're looking at monthly payments. I'm gonna tell you, I think that we're gonna see something really interesting that comes over here. When the money is valuable, I believe that you're gonna see more relationship happen. I believe that you're going to see a lot more transparency. That's because the education of the consumer is increasing dramatically. So not only are you going to see the value of the product increasing with real abilities, and there's tons of technologies that have been co-opted by the cabal. So when we start utilizing those products, values, even if you had a product that used to cost you, like we're saying it before, let's just say it was $100 and it only decreased to $80. Let's make up another number. But it decreased in value by competition and the value of the money, but you have way more value in the product. But what about a relationship and the transparency that might come? What if they give you extra services that are just bar none? So they actually add on services up one side, down the other. Do you see the pattern over on this side versus the fluffy patterns over here? And if you look at Super Bowl ads and all these other idiot ads, you know, when you see like Doritos commercials, you're like, what are you selling me? Are you selling me a sexy woman? Or are you selling me the tasty Dorito? Right? It's fluffy. It's look over here. It's false flag kind of ideas. you'll start seeing a real relationship difference here and transparency, because the education goes up and the value of the product. They're going to show you things. They're going to say, this is what we do. By the way, good businesses, good small businesses have actually gleaned this response that actually gets better. Do you know why I have a YouTube channel for my hearing solution centers? Do you know that why we have TikTok and other kinds of things? It's not to get you, oh, I need to have more and more customers. Of course, we need to have more and more patients coming in the door. But that's not the focus. We need to increase the education of our patients that come in the door. And when we have that increase of patients, they see the transparency and they have a trust relationship that is developed by the amount of information inside the YouTube channel. Do you understand why I'm doing this for you on my ministry channel, is talking about this? Because I'm trying to increase the value. I'm actually doing all of this stuff, okay? That when you look at this and go, hey man, this is great. And you're going to see this on ministry levels. I've seen ministries who like beg for money every time you turn around, and they try to throw you, buy this $30 thing and buy this $80 and you would give $100. And yet you see other ministries like Andrew Womack Ministries. And for years we were watching him, and you could download some of the product kind of things, and you got all this kind of stuff. And after a little bit, we're like, wait a second, he's never asked for a dime. And you kind of look at it and you go, wait. And I went out to one of his sessions in Colorado, this gorgeous area in Woodland Park. I used to grow up in Colorado, but I had never been to this part of Woodland Park. I mean, unbelievable scenes out there. And I was just like, I need to give. And we started giving monthly, first $50 and then $100 a month. And it was another point of my tithe issues, okay? And we decided he was feeding into our life. We needed to feed into him. And so the value was increased because he'd already been doing this inside of my life. And I've been trying to do that as a business owner. And you're going to start seeing this is who you're going to gravitate to. And the people that are still doing the fluffy BOGO type of silliness, you're going to say, I don't want anything to do with you because you're part of the old system.